What are you going to do to expand beyond your coalition as somebody who often presents as a little bit prickly and easily willing to torch what you call establishment Republicans to start?
Well, amen. I'm going to torch away. And that's why I'm a two-term Montgomery County Commissioner. And that's why I'm doing very well in this primary race for for governor of Pennsylvania. Because they can exclude me from debate stages, they can exclude me from polling, but I have connected directly with the people, Republican primary voters of this state, at unprecedented levels. I do a series of meet and greets every single day called a Cup of Joe. It's a catchy phrase for a coffee clutch. And I literally go into the homes across Pennsylvania and meet with people one-on-one. And I developed a very loyal following that's second to none. And I educate people on the behind-the-curtain view of all the tactics that take place in Pennsylvania politics, including the corruption and collusion between the Republican establishment and the Democrat establishment. Because there's a lot of it, and I believe Pennsylvania has more of it than any other state in the country. So I am blessed to have the people behind me. I have from day one when I first ran for county commissioner, and I have the people behind me in this campaign for governor. So I have a proven ability of putting people before politics, and that's the only coalition I'm worried about building. Because we know what coalition building means in Harrisburg. It means playing footsies with the lobbyists and the donors and the special interest groups that are looking for kickbacks of our tax dollars. I have no strings attached, and I have the ability to advance a conservative agenda, and I can actually get the liquor stores privatized. The time to do it was when we had Tom Corbett with the Republican legislature. Why was it not done then? Because the state stores have state employees and they have a public sector union. And for political expedience, they cater more to that union instead of getting government out of the liquor business, which it has no business being in. They let us down. I will hold those type of Republicans accountable. And we have plenty of them in Harrisburg. And as long as I have the people behind me, that's all I care about. I don't care about having the Republican Party establishment's endorsement, any other endorsement. I want your endorsement and your family's endorsement on May 17th. Because that's what counts, and that's what gives me the power, the freedom, and the independence to say the things I do on the stage. So if I sound like I'm a flamethrower, that's what I am. I always have been, and we desperately need that in Harrisburg. And I will use the bully pulpit of the governorship to do just that. We need to burn it down and rebuild. It's broken. And I'm the future of conservatism in Pennsylvania. I'm the youngest commissioner in the history of Montgomery County. I believe I'd be the youngest governor of Pennsylvania. We desperately need young blood that's not controlled. And I am totally uncontrollable, and that's what separates me from all the others.
Thank you, Mr. Gale. Mr. Joe Gale, final comments.
I can't tell you one single good thing the Republicans have delivered for us in Harrisburg, but they did give us 50 days of no-excuse mail-in voting, the longest vote-by-mail period of time in the entire nation, Act 77. And it was passed unanimously by every single Republican state senator, including Doug Mail-in Mastriano and Jay Corman, who's the president of the state Senate right next to me. They passed it. And in my opinion, anyone that voted for that disastrous legislation should be disqualified from holding any office, let alone being promoted to a higher office. And if it weren't for me exposing the truth about Act 77, election integrity would not be a topic on the stage today. Because Act 77 was a deliberate act of sabotage where the Republicans in the legislature colluded with Democrat Governor Tom Wolf. And the trade-off was 50 days of no-excuse mail-in voting for the removal of straight-ticket voting in the general election. Because the Republicans know that removal of straight-ticket voting selfishly benefits Republicans down ballot. And all they care about is they're keeping their seats safe seats. And in return, it sabotaged the presidential election. And Act 77 is the reason why Donald Trump is not in office today. And the last thing we need is to nominate someone like Doug Mail-in Mastriano as a Republican nominee for governor, because the issue of Act 77 goes away. The guy is a total fraud. I expose him relentlessly. He's a master manipulator. And ladies and gentlemen, I hear some cheering and I also hear some booing. That means I'm talking the truth, the uncomfortable truth that they don't want you to know.
Mr. Gale.
Doug Mail Mastriano is part of the problem. I hold him accountable.
Please.
And I am the candidate to win in November because I can beat Josh Shapiro. I come from his hometown.
Your time is up. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please, please.